How is it working under Alex Ferguson?
Oh, it was brilliant. I mean, I've known him since I was 13. Football was a little bit different then, as in, I know you can start from under fours, fives now. Yeah. It wasn't exactly like that. We still played Sunday League, and I knew a few players that were on Man United, that teams I used to play against. So I started pretty late. I didn't start playing for a team till I was like 10, 11. And then it went pretty quick from there. Signed on, and he's always looked after me. He was top man, and he, you know, trusted me. So even when I got injured a few times with long injuries, my ACLs, which is your knees, where you're out for a year, up to a year. If it's different now, it's 7 months, 7 to 8 months now. But back then it was a little bit different. You had to take your time. So he always still believed that I can come back and do a job. So yeah, it was absolutely fantastic with me, and not just me. I'm going to say all the players. They give a lot of the young lads opportunities. I know you'll probably remember the more famous ones, but it was actually people you might forget about that he give chances to as well. I've gone on to have good careers, but obviously at different teams.
McAders and
McAders, there's Michael Clegg, there's
Foster as well.
Foster, Chris Eagles.
Wow.
Yeah, there's Keane, who's now at Everton. You know, we can go on. There's players who are playing in Australian league, but he's given them a chance in the first team, you know, and I think that was always a good thing.
Yeah, he tried to like develop players from the youth.
Yeah, we did, because I mean, our youth team the youth teams have always been pretty good. But it's completely different from playing the first team. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes, I mean, I was a bit lucky in a sense that it's sometimes lucky to come in at the right time as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So people might be leaving or stuff like that. The manager might be getting rid of a few players and bringing in some different ones. At the time, Gary Pallister was leaving that season when I was coming through. So I'm guessing that opened a sort of a gap up. It doesn't mean he's not going to buy someone, but he's giving that opportunity. And then the next thing is you have to take the opportunity, which sometimes doesn't go to plan as well. It doesn't make you a bad player though, but you know, the better you can play on the big stage, and the more the manager will notice it, I think.
Would you be happy if Paul Pogba stays or leaves?
I think I'll be happy if he stays, but only one thing that I think he's lacking of is his anger. I mean, on the field, he has that attitude where a little like selfish attitude.
So you want him to work harder?
Yeah, he needs to like
be a leader.
Be a leader and not bring everyone down. And it's like,
well, Josie called him a virus.
yeah, because once he gets angry, then the others will be like, oh. I mean, he'll be like bringing the team back. So,
do you think he's an easy target for everybody to hate?
Yeah, probably actually probably scored the most and done the most assists for us this season.
He's in the PFA team of the year.
Yeah, I know. I think he's the only one out of any other team.
Yeah.
So he's done something right. I'm just guessing that he obviously has a lot of pressure, and listen, when it's going good, the press say it's going good, but when it's going bad, I suppose he gets all the bad stuff as well. But that's, you know, probably part and parcel of being the midfielder that he is. And
he's playing for Manchester United as well. So the pressure is there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, obviously he's comebacks, and it is what it is. He's not actually had that bad of a season, but so obviously people want to see it week in, week out. You know, and sometimes I mean, he went through a phase where he was getting the goals for us. You know, he was saving us at times, and we all know that he is a good player. And I think people just want to see it more often. That's all.
Consistency.
Yeah, consistency. But he has actually got some very good goals and assists this year.
Yeah. But I think he's a good player, and he's on the pitch. He controls the ball like it's perfect. Yeah, and at times he.
Are you upset that when he goes and plays for France, you see the Paul Pogba, the outside of the foot pass, you know, the wonder goals, you know, the World Cup final, and then all of a sudden
it's just a different Pogba there. It's like he's shining bright there.
Shine bright like a
Shine
diamond.
bright like a diamond. Yeah.
Does he have a point though, guys?
What's that?
Do you think Paul is a better player for France than he is for United?
Well, I think, listen, France have just won the World Cup. They've got some fantastic players. He knows his role in that team, and they all know what you're doing. You don't just win the World Cup if everyone doesn't know what they're doing. And obviously they've had a great summer in that sort of sense. And hopefully at United he can be more consistent at that. But you know, he has got it in the bag. He has got the talent to do it. I'm not saying Man United play the same as France, because I'm guessing they don't. I'm not sure how France play. But you know, I'm sure we'll see more things to come from Pogba. I'm guessing the signings over the summer as well might help. You know, might help, but I still think he's had a decent season. I think he can do better.
Yeah.
But this season he has still been pretty decent in this sort of the stats category of goals and assists. But he can, you know, I think Paul knows he can do better as well.
That's fair enough. Who was your idol or your hero for United when you watched them play?
When I watched them play, it was Wayne Rooney. Yeah.
Such a yeah.
Yeah, it was Wayne Rooney because, okay, one thing I've always remembered that I did was during the training season, during the training time when they were in Malaysia, I was like, because not many people was there, only like a few of them had the training pass, so I was like, I saw all of them training in the mirror, and I was like, Wayne Rooney, I shouted, and he was like, he looked at me and waved back. So I was like,
whoa. But Wes Brown, so you want to wave at him?
No, he's one of the best talents I've ever seen.
Really?
Wayne Rooney, yeah.
Did he live up to his potential?
See, he did. I mean, people say that, and they put him in the same category as Messi and Ronaldo. Now, no one's in that category. Not even Hazard. Not even Neymar. Do you know what I mean? They're not in that category. They know that as well. There's only them two in that category. But you know, Wayne Rooney's been playing since, you know, a very young age and at a high quality, and won everything you can imagine.
And he was so versatile. He was left, in the middle,
he
of
could have played right back.
He could play anywhere, right? Yeah.
But his technique and stuff. I mean, you ask anyone who's played for him, he was high-end, top-end player.
Was he the best player you ever played with?
Mine's different. I mean, people ask me that, and I always say Ryan Giggs, and then they go, "What about Ronaldo? What about Rooney?" I said, "I understand that, but Ryan Giggs, he's been my favourite player since a kid, so that's why." But you know, he's probably Ronaldo, just because he's the sort of guy that he can do things on his own. You know, we can all be playing bad, and he could get the ball and go and score. Do you know what I mean? There's not many players that actually can do that, and I think him and Messi are two that you would say definitely can.
Wow. Were you old enough to watch Roy Keane in his prime? You're 17, right?
Yeah. No.
So your favorite midfielder, you say Rooney is your favorite player.
Yeah.
But in terms of the midfield, who was your favorite?
Ryan Giggs. Yeah.
Hey, remember Ryan Giggs? You can remember Roy Keane.
No, at that time, it was like.
Or towards the end.
Towards the end, already of Roy Keane. So.
Was he as fierce as he looked?
Yeah, Roy Keane was a captain, proper captain, the best captain I've ever played under. He was basically the manager on the pitch. And he helped the team tremendously, and plus he was a great player as well, which people always forget. But you know, he was one that he made you understand that we're playing here to win, and that's what people forget. We're playing to win, and to win, you have to make sacrifice, and if that's running a bit harder or getting to that ball first, you have to do that. And he made you understand that.
Wow. You know, I don't think we can ever reach that level of happiness, but for anyone and everyone who's been on the show, they get the official Man on the Street t-shirt.
Right.
Wes is going to hand it over to you.
Yeah, no problem. Listen,
nice
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, and we appreciate your support. There you go.
All right.
You want to get a phone? Do you want to take some pictures?
Yeah, outside.